Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Street Bully 357. Today, I've got something a little bit different. I haven't done one of these yet, but this is the B&T Print-X Tiger 22 titanium suppressor. So far, well, I've got it attached to my Ruger 2245 currently. That's the only 22 that I have that's threaded for it. It is a standard 1/2 inch by 28 thread pitch. The dimensions of it are 5.1 inches long and 1.1 inches wide. It only comes in at 4 ounces, so this thing is extremely light, and I'm super impressed with it. I was gonna wait a little while before doing a review on it because I wanted to get more rounds down range, but I think at this point, I've had it a couple days and a couple hundred rounds, but besides that, all the reviews that I've watched and read on this specific suppressor, I think that I have enough info on it and knowledge on it and experience with it so far that I can share that with you guys as far as if you were on the edge or on the verge of purchasing one of these for your own. I think, honestly, for the price of it, you really can't beat it. It's extremely light. Like I take it off this and you can't even tell that there's a difference in the handgun. This is a bull barrel pistol, and you really can't tell the additional weight that this thing brings to it. So tonight we're going to try out a couple different rounds. I've got some Remington Thunderbolt. I do have some CCI Quiet 22 long rifle. It is not the semi stuff, so it will not cycle, so I'll probably end up just holding the bolt forward. And then I've got some CCI CB22 short, which same thing, it won't cycle. I do still want to do some things to this Ruger. That will come in a different video once as I add things to it. But so far I love this too also. So honestly, also with the price, you really can't beat it. I'll go into depth in a different video with that, but today we're here to try out this B&T suppressor. If you guys do have any questions about it, just drop it in the comments. I'll do my best to answer those questions and comments. But honestly, if I was you and I was on the edge just like I was about a month ago, I bit the bullet, I did it, and I'm not disappointed whatsoever. I'm actually very impressed with it so far, with the noise reduction that comes with it. So if I didn't mention, it is titanium, so it is a 3D printed titanium suppressor. That's the Print-X, and I don't know how they do it. I've looked into it a little bit. I'm still kind of on the edge of how it works, but you know what, it's technology and it's beyond my pay grade, so I'll just keep shooting it and enjoying it preferably. So without further ado, let's do some shooting. I'll just drop some in the dirt. And obviously the steel is a lot louder than the gunshot. Let's get loaded back up and do some more. Before we get started, I'd like to talk about one of our sponsors, Brownells. Whether you're an experienced gunsmith, a hobbyist gunsmith, or work on your own guns, you can trust Brownells to supply you with everything you need as far as tooling, parts, ammunition, targets, etc. I've been in the gunsmithing industry for approximately a decade at this point, and I have trusted Brownells a lot in the past for parts and all the other necessities for making ARs and fixing guns. So head on over to them, or you can stop in their store here in Iowa. Check them out. So next I've got 10 rounds loaded up with this 22 Thunderbolt Remington stuff. It is high velocity, so I believe it comes in around 1100 feet per second. And then I've got 10 rounds loaded up with this Quiet 22, the CCI, which is only 710 feet per second. And obviously those are not going to cycle. These are not the semi ones, these are just the normal ones, so I will have to cycle it manually. But just to get the idea of what sub compared to supersonic sounds like out of a pistol, let's do it. That was super. Now we're gonna go to sub, and I'm gonna hold the bolt back just to get the most out of it. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not sure if you can even hear that. I can hardly hear it. Wow, I'm very, very, very impressed with this. Now I'm gonna hit the steel just so you know that I'm actually shooting bullets. Now I'll just, yeah, even that, the action you can barely hear. This is extremely impressive. Wow. Okay, so that was my first time shooting subs out of this, and I will have to get some semi subs so it does run, and also I'm going to upgrade the recoil spring on this Ruger. That way we have a better chance of actually allowing it to cycle naturally. But, and I'll definitely make another video once that happens. That way we can have the full view of how a semi-automatic handgun works with the suppressor Subsonic, because that is absolutely insane. I can't wait to go back and watch that video now to see what you guys were hearing. But that was pretty darn cool. Now I guess let's just have fun and try to burn it up, and then we'll have an ending sesh. So. Whew. This thing's getting pretty hot, starting to steam a little bit. That's good for it, right? It's a break-in problem. During this intermission, I'd like to send a huge thank you to Silencer Shop for a very painless transaction and transfer of this suppressor. This was my first one through them, so it took a little bit longer just for all the processing and stuff. However, I have a good feeling about the second purchase that I make through them. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Fox Firearms in Mason City, Iowa. He also helped out a lot with the process through Silencer Shop, and has made it painless and easy for a pickup and quick transfer. So huge shout out to those two. If you are local in the area and you're looking for a good dealer and a good online store, those two I'd highly recommend. Last mag for today, I did alternate, so I believe the first one is going to be sub, next super, sub, super, so then we have a really good idea of right now noise difference between the two of them. And that's it. So I guess my first impressions, this thing's awesome. I do want to get a rifle. That way I can use, that's really hot too. I do want to get a rifle so I can use it on that as well. Like I said, it's just your basic 1/2 inch by 28 thread. So anything with that, you can try it on. And actually a fun fact is when they were designing this suppressor and printing it, they ended up doing a torture test with it at B&T, and they found out that they accidentally made a 22 suppressor that will withstand not only 5.7, because you can shoot 5.7 with it, but 5.56. They do say, however, that you're not supposed to do any kind of rapid fire with 5.56. Only bolt action only is what they say. I do have a friend that's got a YouTube channel as well. He tested that theory. He bought 2 of them. One just to shoot for 22 and one to kind of play with and see how much 5.56 it can really handle. And he concluded that it will handle 28 rounds of full auto 5.56, which I don't have anything full auto, so I'm not going to do that. Plus I love this can. I don't have the funding right now to buy 2 of them. If I did, it might be a different story. But I guess in conclusion, this is an awesome can. I love it. I'm going to use the crap out of it, to be completely honest. And I can't wait to do more things to this Ruger 2245. That's really hot, because I think it's going to be a great thing. There's some companies out there like Volkwarzen that make a lot of aftermarket parts for these Ruger Mark 2245s, and I think I'm going to hit them up and I'm going to get some stuff for it as far as springs, recoil springs mainly, but eventually maybe you know, some other really cool custom work. So let me know what your thoughts are. If you have one, if you like it, if you hate it, if you have any questions about this one, I'll try to answer them like I said. That way you can have a better, you make a better judgment call as far as when it comes to purchasing one. I'm telling you right now, I was questioning it. I did my research, read the reviews, read a bunch of forums on it, watched a lot of videos on YouTube about it, and I did it. I don't regret it, not even a single bit. I love this suppressor. So love you all. Stay safe this weekend, this week. Be blessed.